Hello again, everyone. This is Nathaniel Gibson bringing to you my MPA545 Week 3 Multimedia Discussion Board. So as a brief overview of the presentation this week, I'm going to be taking a look at the concept in our Chapter 4 book on mediation, the characteristics of mediation. I'm going to be using supporting evidence from the Landsberger article from 1956, the final report on a research project in mediation, and then also taking a look at Vidmar's effects of representational roles and mediators on negotiation effectiveness. So starting off with the concept itself of characteristics of mediation, there are so many principles that are important and can be considered crucial to a successful mediator. Things like impartiality, having an equal view of both sides of the mediation, having empathy with each of the parties, being able to relate to them. That's so important when it comes to communication with or communicating with different individuals, especially when they're upset. Having a valued reputation, having integrity of character, somebody who is trustworthy, that goes such a long way, especially in regards to mediation. But I think being able to not just like organize and mediate a discussion, I think what's really important to being a mediator is having process skills, being able to, no matter what type of conflict you're facing, the level of it, just being able to negotiate and to do it fairly to help the transition and the process go smoothly, and to be efficient and equitable throughout the entire negotiation. Landsberger himself had a study that produced significant contributions to the theory of mediation, what it is, what it does for organizations and individuals, and he had some important characteristics that he believed were absolutely crucial to ensuring successful mediation takes place. And it starts with having a sense of humor, being able to be appropriate in that regard as well. Also being unobtrusive, not sticking out or not getting in the way of the discussion whatsoever. Like I said before, having empathy, being with the parties in the mediation, being able to relate to them and what's going on and how they are feeling individually. Being persistent yet patient, a very important one I thought as well. Being able to stick with a conflict no matter how far it goes, but also being firm in the boundaries of yourself, the rules of the negotiation, and also the other individuals or parties that are involved. And then finally, take a look at being knowledgeable of the subject area. This is so important because you have to be able to understand what it is you're negotiating in order to have a fair and efficient mediation process. Vidmar's article cites Landsberger's characteristics study, but also expands upon it to take a look at the complexities of mediation and all the different representational roles that are important to successful mediation. And it starts with being able to identify and define whatever your role is as a mediator in a negotiation, how to approach it, how to communicate with the different parties that are involved, but also understand what your role is, so that way you can help get out of the way yourself and let the parties come to the negotiation table and ultimately find resolution themselves. The ultimate goal of the mediator is to, of course, bring resolution, but also to do so with both parties being satisfied with what happens during the mediation itself. So that wraps up my discussion board for this week. I hope you all enjoyed listening in, and I look forward to chatting more with you about the concept of mediation more this week.